everybody. So I'm back with another speed build. I grinded out the star path as fast as possible and got this adorable teapot house. It's so cute. It is pretty small, and so when I was trying to find what I wanted to use it for and what houses to go with, it looked to me like Fairy Godmother's house just was a good size fit, and I think they're so cute together. Like living in a teapot and living in a pumpkin seems very fairy to me. So I just decided to go with these two houses for this area, and I wanted to definitely cover up Elsa's cave. So I started putting some waterfalls, and I just decided to go all the way across, and then I decided to build kind of like a stream coming from them over to the lake. So I'm just seeing if that would work by placing some rugs, and then I made a blue water rug to use for it. So I also, as you saw, put lighting behind it to make it kind of a rainbow at night, which I think is so cute. And just a nice effect to have at night. I usually don't do that kind of stuff except in my dream snaps, but I've been seeing things in my subscribers' valleys that they share when they share their builds and stuff in Discord or have me visit, and so I'm just going to try to use those effects a little bit more in my daily valley life. So I just decided to start trying to figure out a path around it because I wasn't sure how I wanted to border the water. And then I just decided to go with the little rocks because I thought it would be easiest to cover all of the paths and still be able to see the water. I didn't want it to be like too straight in areas, so I tried to add some curves in areas that I could place some foliage, like these trees. I started trying to see what kind of trees would look good, and I really like the birch trees around here, so I went with those, and then I think some of the maple trees. I did put some pathing under the empty spots, and then I just covered it with these foliage. You know, the rugs don't have to be perfect because you can cover up the missing spots like that. And then I just went completely around it with these little rocks. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the speed build, and I'll see you back at the end for the tour. So here is the finished build. I really, really like how this turned out. Um, uh, it's probably obvious. I do not have Tinkerbell's house. I really want it, but I definitely would have put it in here if I did have it, and hopefully I'll get it soon. But I really do like how this all turned out, so it's okay for now. She'll come later. I did kind of put this carriage here, just kind of collecting dust since we haven't gotten Cinderella yet. But I think it's so cute. I grew a few pumpkins to like line the path to Fairy Godmother's house, and yeah, they're just growing there. You know, I always want to put in my critters, even though they're small, so you don't really feel like a fairy around them, but I just like having them around. I love using some of the Dreamlight trees here for that like magical um, sparkle effect. And then some of these big teacups around. I just think it's super cute. I haven't gotten any of the big teapots yet or certain things from Scrooge and stuff, so I might add a few things to areas once I get more items, but I really like it right now. I just think it looks so pretty and magical around here. I really like putting these purple teacups kind of around this fountain as like a big centerpiece, and the cupcake fountains. I just think it makes it really like colorful and fun, and they're like big items to make you feel small. The teapot area, I just really wanted to match all the colors in the house. I really like all the different greens and browns. And these Bugs Life clovers, I just really love as kind of the entrances, and they, you know, are really big and make you feel like a small fairy, and it's so cute. I love how our regular gazebo just matches this house so well, so I wanted to use that right next to it with these cute little beanbag chairs and table. And I really like how these trellis look with this stuff as well, and kind of background it. I tried to put the little mushroom fairy circle under this other gazebo, but it wouldn't fit, so I had to make my own little fairy circle there. And I just put a bunch of the little seats, like they can all gather here for important fairy meetings. I really got to finish the rest of my forest. Some of the views, you can see all my messes. I really like this like walkway down the river, and adding these like fun flowers from the star path and big teacups in the water. I just think it's like super cute and fun, and I think that doing kind of a fairy area like this allows my brain to be okay with doing things that might not make sense in reality. So I'll let you enjoy this night view of my little rainbow waterfall fairy area. And there's the overview. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really hope that you enjoyed it and maybe found some inspiration here. Thank you so much to all of my channel members. I appreciate you so much. And if you liked the video, I'd really appreciate you put a like on it and subscribe if you haven't. And have a really wonderful rest of your day.